Hello, it's Snake Eyes Lifestyles Limited here. I've made a video for a while now. I've made some scratch-off tickets, but I'm going to update you on my vehicle real quick here, the Nissan Rogue right here. Recently had some work done. I had to have the axle on the passenger side taken out and replaced. And on the same side, let me see here, I'll show you. Right there, that's the passenger side. I had the axle replaced, and I had the that control arm, I guess you'd call it lower control arm or whatever, control arm replaced. It was bad, they said, so I had it done here locally. And I had the driver's side right here, you can see right there, driver's side front end. I had the there's a tie rod end I had to have replaced. I did it the same day that I had the axle replaced, which it cost me quite a little bit of money to get the front there fixed. But I did that last, I think Friday. I was off from work, so I've got should everything be lined out on it. I've got over about 155,000 miles on it now. Everything seems to be working pretty good on it. I'm debating on selling it though. I might get me a truck. I'm not for sure. Small pickup. I don't know if I am or not. I might just get a new vehicle. I'm not sure what I want to really do. But it's warm today. I figured make a video and give you kind of an update. I'm going to show you these stickers. I've been trying to get these stickers off. I'm going to get it wet. I don't know exactly. I've heard you can get them off easy, but I've got a little cheap scraper here that I'm using, trying to get it off. But the car is very dirty. Look at the paint chips coming off. The paint's coming off. I don't know. I guess the white's bad for chipping. I think Honda had the same issue. But I'm trying to get these stickers off, which I wish somebody knew a better way of getting them off. I've got one right here off, but the little bit of the glue stuck to it, so right here, so same way right here. I'm trying to use a scraper, but somebody said get it wet. I don't know, maybe some soap. I don't know, try to use a different type blade maybe, or some type of other scraper blade. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get these stickers off, change the license plate, get that done before it gets dark. But yeah, I use my impact. That sucker, he'll take the wheels right off. Come right off. But I haven't even charged the battery. I haven't even charged the battery one time since I've had it. And I've rotated the tires one time. I think I showed a little bit of a video. I was going to do it, but I didn't show the whole full video. And I took the front end off one time I did brakes on it too. The week before last, 2 weeks ago. Me and my brother, that's the reason why I noticed the front CV axle, whatever you want to call it, it was busted. The boot was busted on the inside. So I found a place locally that would fix it, replace it. I don't have all the tools here at the house. I think there's a couple tools I don't have, so I didn't fool with it. I just took it and had them do it. They found the lower control, this control arm or whatever bad, so they replaced that whole control arm under there. And then they found there was a bolt loose, so I had to take it back to the tie rod. So they had to go back and have them tighten it. Well, when they checked the front end, they checked the driver's side, and that's when they found the tie rod bad. I said, well, the tie rod in, so I said, well, just go ahead and change it. But that cost me about $600 or something. But far as that, everything's running good, looks good. I've had to add transmission fluid to it to make sure it's all good. Far as that, it's running good. Just got to get an oil change here in about 2,000 miles. I might check the cabin air filter out because it's been a year since I've done it. And I've changed the air filter. Not this past oil change. Maybe it was the oil change before this past one. I can't remember if it was this last oil change I changed the air filter or not. Here's my motorcycle. Just start right up. I'm getting it ready for spring warm-up, spring here, so I can ride it maybe. But I'm gonna start it up and let you guys listen real quick here. Let me get it going here. I think it can start right here, be all right. It's in neutral, but I don't know if you can see the mileage or not. Let me see here. It's got 2,180 miles. That's what I've been driving on it so far, riding on it. I reset that when I got fuel. And there's the time, 6:19. I guess that's right, time. But I'll rev it up. It sounds good, but I let it run there a few minutes ago. Yeah, it started right up. I need to, here's spring here, I'm gonna change the antifreeze. I'm gonna have to change the antifreeze probably out. That goes right there. But I've gotta change the antifreeze. I got a cover to go over that. I've got a cover to go over the front of this right here on the radiator. I don't know if I'm pointing the right direction or not right here. Some part right there is busted a little on the bottom, but I think I can still make it work, but I gotta take these off. And I'm gonna change the air filter out of here. I'm gonna change, I got an air, I've got, I think it's maybe it's, I got oil filter to change, and then I'm gonna change the oil, then I'm gonna change the antifreeze, and I may put that cover on it, I'm not sure. Go ahead and put that chrome cover on the front of it that says Honda Shadow. I think it says Honda Shadow. I've got it in the box. I haven't even took it out of the box. I'm gonna try to get all that stuff, a little bit of stuff done. But when it warms on up here in the spring, I've just been using it right now. I've just been starting it up, keeping it running so the battery don't go dead. But I'll have to make sure the tires are all got the right pressure. But everything, it starts right up and runs good. It's got I think about at least a half a tank in it, maybe, or better. I put some of that that red bottle of, like, what's it called? Heat, something, ISO heat or something like that. It's a red bottle. I put that back in earlier in October before I last rode it. But I even got me a phone holder on here. But it doesn't angle right, so I can't ride it. I'd like to have something up there where I can show the road and drive maybe, and show you guys videos when I'm taking a ride on it, but maybe I'll have to get another mount for that. I'd like to have a GoPro or something like that, but they're expensive. I might have to settle with something a little bit cheaper. But I don't know if that's that's an air filter. I'm thinking maybe right here, air filter. Maybe, I'm not for sure that's in there that I can change. I can't remember if I think I've got the air filter. I think I may have ordered the air filter. I got it too. So I may go ahead and change it. In the spring, the oil and the oil filter and the antifreeze. The antifreeze, it shouldn't use much of the antifreeze, maybe 2 quarts, if I can get that much. What I'm gonna do is probably thread right here. I'll show you real quick. Right here, I'll thread off the top right here, thread this out, and I'll run a hose down in there, and I'll pump out what I can't get from the bottom, right down in that reservoir right here. I'll take what I can get out of the reservoir, then I'll come up here and take it out of the top, whatever I can get out of it. And then the rest, I'm just gonna add more into this, to the radiator part of it up here top. And then I'm gonna fill that back up down in the bottom, put maybe a quart or so down there, whatever it'll take, quart and a half. And then I'll start it and let it run for a while and see where it needs to be to level it out on the reserve tank. But yeah, it's I started up maybe a couple weeks ago. Then I started up like 2 or 3 days before that. I started up. It had to take just a sec, but it just took right off the first time I started it. But it's been so cold here. I mean, it's been below like I think like in the few weeks back, it was, I mean, a month or so ago, it was down in the last month, like in December, into December, it was like, I'm thinking around 0, -2, maybe something like that. I'm gonna take a look at the oil real quick here. Ow, God, the exhaust is hot. Gotta watch the exhaust. Whew, burn myself here. Yeah, it's not the first time. I'm gonna check the oil right here out of the dipstick. Take a look at it. See right there's the oil. Still looks good on the dipstick. Look at that. I'm just going to change it. I think the boy I got it off of last spring, he said he changed it. I guess he changed the oil filter. I'm not sure if they changed the oil filter, got a kit and changed it or what, but he said he changed the oil in it. But he said it may have 1,000 miles on the oil. I don't know how true that is, but I put another 7, I think whatever, I put about 700 miles on it myself, the bike, something like that. Let me see if I can get that. It's got to be right over top of that. And there it is. Tighten that dipstick back down in there. There we go. But yeah, it runs good. It's a nice bike. I mean, it's got enough power. I mean, it's not got a lot of power. I mean, you can get it up pretty fast, but I like riding about between 35 and 45, maybe 50, just cruising. It's comfortable. But you get above 50 mile an hour, it feels like you're holding on, but it rides really smooth. Bumps or anything, you hit bumps, it's smooth. Rides really good. But like I said, this is my first bike. It's a beginner bike, but it's got 2,200 miles. Now, I had like 15 when I got it, 15 or something like that. But yeah, it runs really good. I like it. But I figured start it up and let it warm up there a little bit, circulate the oil in it. I'll take my key out of it. Got me my key. Take it out. But yeah, I'll have to cover it back up. But this car here is dirty. I'm trying to get these stickers off here. I've got these 3 stickers and that little bit of glue on this one. You can see right here, that glue. I might have to either get it wet or, and then this little sticker right here too, I've got to get off. This little Kentucky sticker, got to get that sticker off. If I don't get it off, I won't worry about it. The only ones I'm worried about, this big old sticker. These little stickers are not blocking my view back to the mirror. So I'm not really, the 2 on the sides really, just this big one and this one right here were the ones that were in the way. But I'm trying to get them off. And then I got the plate on the front here. I was trying to get this plate off. Right here, this plate. I've got to get this little plate off. I may put my shark on there. I've got a shark plate. It's got a picture of a shark I got from Florida when I visited my mom a few years back. But yeah, the vehicle, the Nissan Rogue, it runs good. I've used all-wheel drive. It snowed a little while back. I used the all-wheel drive. I pushed the button in for all-wheel drive to get out of the driveway, and went on down the road, and it ran fine on the all-wheel drive. But it's a good little car, but it's a little work car. But I think I may end up finding me something else different. I may sell this one, put it up for sale here shortly. But I've got my bike here, but you can't ride it when it's cold outside. freeze you to death. I've seen some people there riding last week. It warmed up just enough to get above 55, and they was riding. I was like, nah, not for me. Today's nice. I could have went for a little ride, but I just don't feel like getting out and changing my clothes and trying to get out here and ride right now. I figured I'd just start it up and let it run. But yeah, my car's got 155,600 miles, I think, on it. Let me see here. Let me open the door here. I can let you look at it here real quick. I don't care. You can see it. I don't know if you can see that or not. It says 155,297 miles. But yeah, it runs good. It's a good little old car. I mean, it makes a good little beater car, let's put it that way. That's the only reason I got it anyway after I sold my Chevrolet. But the AC, I run it today, it's working. One of the issues is with the fan here. This fan, I can turn the fan on and it'll take it a little bit for it kicky, and so, but I had the AC on and stuff earlier and running it, kicked in, and it was cool, worked real good. I had it charged back up in June, around the 17th. But I'm still having issues, like I said earlier about the last while back and few videos back with the court system in West Virginia. So I'm still going through that mess. They still haven't settled that yet. God, what a mess. Yeah, just going through a lot with that. Really don't even want to talk about it. You don't do nothing wrong, but they sure try to blame you of something. I'll tell you one thing, I'm firm. I mean, I'm honest. I don't have nothing to lie about. But I'll just let you guys know, whoever watches my videos. I don't do drugs, or I don't drink and drive or nothing like that. My girlfriend even tell you from the Philippines. Last time I drank anything was overseas on vacation. On my back in April was the last time I drank anything, and I don't do drugs. So, but I'm having a hard time right now. Right now with the stress of aggravation of what the police are trying to say and everything else about me that's not even true. So, but I'll just stay away from that. I don't even want to talk about it much, but I figured I'd show you the car and stuff. My bike, I just started up. I got in from work a little early today. Our shift has changed from work. So, another thing is, with what was going on back in June, what I was telling you guys back in June, when they pulled me over, I still haven't. I'm still not able to Uber or anything. Within like 2 or 3 days after that, they canceled. Well, they didn't cancel my. I just can't Uber. They just shut it down to where I can't Uber now. So since then, I can't Uber. So I've got this job where I'm working for. It's what it is. It's a program for kids, which is a good thing to go to work. They train them to get their jobs and go to work, which is a real good thing. And I've been doing that since the middle of August. I got hired in, so I've been doing that. So, but with whatever I had going on with that court crap and stuff like that, and they're dragging it out, I just don't really know what to do, really. Just do work and do the best I can is all I can do. But it's really crazy how the system is. But you guys, I'm gonna get off here and probably try to get these stickers off that car right there. Try to get that done with and cover the bike up here. But you guys have a good one. Take care and enjoy your evening. And until next time, if you like, just like down below and subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy your day.